Presentation of basketball at Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, where this afternoon we have Women's Region 14 Conference action for you as the Lady Cardinals take on the Angelina College Lady Roadrunners. I am Benny Rogers, the Sports Information Officer here at the college. I'm joined, like always, by the KCKL News and Sports Director, Tim Howard. And as I bring Tim in, Tim, this is a contest in which the Lady Runners, out of all the teams in the conference, seem to always give the Lady Cardinals at least a scare once a year.
Yeah, it is always a very difficult matchup, a fun matchup, a challenge, and you get a chance to see kind of what this team is made of. They'll be, I think, tested today, but anticipate them coming through the storm.
The Lady Cardinals come into today's game with a 14-2 season record. They have won 9 straight. They are 6-0 in conference. Angelina is 11-5 on the season, having gotten off to a really hot start this year, and are 4-2 in Region 14 conference play. The Lady Cardinals are averaging 74.1 points a game and giving up 52.0. Angelina's averaging 76 points a game and giving up 62.4. So you can see where if you just look at the numbers alone, that would indicate today's game should be a tight contest. I mentioned the Lady Cardinals have won 9 straight, but oh, by the way, they've won 86 straight here at conference at Cardinal Gym, and the average margin of victory is 32 points.
Wow, you really, you stump me with that one every time, Benny. I've tried to wrap my mind around it, but there's 7 years of basketball that have been played here at Leon Spencer Court, and they've been able to overcome all kinds of tough nights. Last week, last Wednesday night, Naomi Davenport, she's averaging 18 a game. Didn't have a Naomi Davenport kind of night, but made everyone else around her even better with her attitude and her giftings to find and create for others.
And Angelina is no stranger to stopping Lady Cardinal streaks, because 2 years ago in the 2014-15 season, the Lady Cardinals lost to Angelina in Lufkin 64-62, and that snapped the Lady Cardinals' 70-game conference winning streak. So maybe a little bit of deja vu here today. You just never know.
Yeah, and they have to feel like, hey, why not us? Angelina, I speak of. If anyone can do it, why not us? I'm a big believer in, if you want to achieve it, you got to believe it. And so don't think for a second that the drive over, that they haven't been envisioning coming in and, knocking the streak to the ground.
Well, no doubt. And Byron Coleman's squad, I know, has no fear. And speaking of Byron Coleman, he's in his 11th season as head coach at Angelina College, his 16th overall. And the Lady Cardinals, of course, are led by Gerald Ewing in his 3rd year as head coach and 5th year overall at the conference. G brought a 63-8 record into this season, and in his 4 previous seasons here at the college, the Lady Cardinals have finished first, 3rd, and 2nd at the national tournament. So that's a pretty good track record here at the college for Gerald.
Yeah, and Coach Ewing has continued to build this team and finds a way, to win. You've talked about it on the broadcast several times, and even off air, we've shared. Their Trinity Valley is so deep. Yeah, they have a player that they're going to kind of build around, but you can't just take that player away. There's 4, 5, 6, 7 others waiting for their moment. As we saw the other night, Jordan Alexander had a huge night for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, they are hard to defend, and Angelina's got some prolific scores on their squad as well. Nikki Neely's averaging 17.3 points a game and 13.1 rebounds, so she's a solid player for the Lady Runners. And Joey Simmons is averaging 14.3, and I believe she became eligible at midterm, so she's only played 3 games, but yet her season is off to a good start with a 14.3 average. And Carly McHenry's averaging 9.9, and she's a leading 3-point shooter for the Lady Runners with 41 3-pointers on the season.
When you look up and down that roster, you realize they've earned that scholarship for a reason. They're going to come in and be ready to run this afternoon. And talking about style of play, they like to get up and down the floor as well. So it'll be interesting. Like you said, on paper, 76 and 74 points per game.
Let's take a look at the conference standings going into today's game. And of course, the Lady Cardinals are setting the pace with their 6-0 mark, but right behind them with one loss is TJC. And what's interesting about that is TJC will be in here next Saturday on the Lady Cardinals' next home game. So that could be a huge showdown here a week from today against Tyler Junior College. And of course, you see Angelina there is currently positioned with Kilgore in a tie for fourth place in the conference standings. We'll look at today's schedule of games going on elsewhere. And Bossier Parish is at Jacksonville. Victoria's at Blinn. That's a non-conference game. Kilgore's at Paris. Coastal Bend's at San Jacinto. And TJC is at Panola. And speaking of Panola, the Lady Cardinals come into today's game having defeated Panola here Wednesday night 81-65. In Angelina's last outing, the Lady Runners defeated Jacksonville. I believe that was a home game for the Lady Runners. They defeated Jacksonville 67-53.
There's kind of, you know, when you look at it up against other opponents, it's pretty significant there as Cards were able to really take it to the Jacks.
This concludes a 3-game homestand for the Lady Cardinals. They will be on the road Wednesday, and boy, it's the longest road trip of the season, of conference season anyway. They go to Beeville to play Coastal Bend in the game that will require them to spend the night Tuesday night and then drive home after the 5:30 p.m. game on Wednesday. So the Lady Cardinals want to make the most here at home like they've done now. I think yesterday was the 7-year anniversary of when this 86-game home winning streak started on January 13th in 2010.
Benny, if there was cake or cupcakes for that, and I didn't get an invite, I'm officially upset.
I think we're going to wait to the 10-year anniversary.
Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, it's phenomenal though when you really wrap your mind around it and just try to put yourself in that. How many good teams have been in here to Athens through the years, and yet the Lady Cardinals always have an answer.
And as I mentioned, the Lady Runners just have a way of playing the Lady Cardinals close. And yeah, there have actually been a couple of close games here at Cardinal Gym against the Lady Runners. So Byron Coleman will have his squad ready to go today, like always, and especially against the Lady Cardinals. And of course, you expect the Lady Cardinals to answer the challenge. We mentioned in the first quarter against Panola Wednesday night, the Lady Cardinals turned the ball over 9 times. Naomi Davenport, who averages 18.4 points, didn't score, and yet the Lady Cardinals were up 22-6 at the end of the quarter. It's because they played great shutdown defense in that quarter.
Defense, it really does win championships. I mean, you can find yourself in a game where you're, trading baskets in on in, but when you can shut someone down, I think it does something to the psyche of that team. It just kind of crushes the spirit, takes it right out of them.
Yeah, we were surprised on Wednesday. We expected the Lady Cardinals to get off to a fast start like they traditionally do here at Cardinal Gym, but they did not. Yet they fought through it, built a comfortable lead, and then just kind of played even the rest of the way with the Phillies from Panola.
And, I'm always looking at that and thinking, hey, there's a new way that they found to win. Sometimes those kind of wins can build your confidence even more so because, hey, we got a new test. We passed that test. We were challenged in this way. Because when you win certain ways every time, you just kind of almost take that lightly or for granted. But when you find a different way to achieve it, that's pretty exciting.
You absolutely do. Crowd is filing in here today. I wouldn't suspect it would be a huge crowd, quite honestly, being a Saturday afternoon and our students aren't back on campus yet. Classes resume here at the Valley on Tuesday after the Monday holiday, and that's when we will have our band back in business. The Cardettes will be back in business, and then the entire football team, all our students will be back, but all our support teams will definitely be back, and that's when this place will be rocking again. I'm suspecting by next Wednesday night when the Cardinals take on Bossier Parish in a game we will have for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Looking forward to that one as well.
We're about a minute and a half away from the start of the pregame ceremonies, and then we'll be underway here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Again, the Lady Cardinals come in with a 14-2 season record. They are setting the pace in Region 14 Conference on the women's side, 6-0. Angelina is 11-5 on the season, and they are 4-2 in conference play.
Can I just highlight the play of Crystal Lyons real quick? Last week, we talked about a little bit of that slow start, and when Crystal got into that ball game, she just everything turned around immediately.
We have Jordan Alexander definitely was a factor in that first quarter. She had 4 3-pointers in that quarter to really give the Lady Cardinals the boost they needed to kind of pick up the lack of scoring that they were doing, not getting from Naomi Davenport. Not anything bad on Naomi Davenport's part, because Panola really came in and defended Naomi Davenport pretty solidly in that first quarter.
I think that was definitely the strategy. They drew it up, and they were able to have success in it. But, yeah, like you said, Jordan Alexander, Crystal Alliance, several Lady Cards stepping up to get the W last Wednesday.
We're now going to be prepared to turn it over to public address announcer Harold Jones for the pregame announcements and the starting lineups, and we will also have the national anthem, of course.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Angelina Gym for this afternoon's game featuring the Angelina Lady Roadrunners and yours and the Lady Cards. The National Junior High Athletic Association, Region 14 and TVCC promoting sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Negative comments or actions will not be tolerated and other grounds for removal and facility. TVCC thanks you for your cooperation. At this time, would you please stand? Please remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Lady Roadrunners come in averaging 76 points a game and giving up 62.4. They are shooting 37.5 from the floor, 27.
And now the starting lineup for the Lady Runners.
From the free throw line.
Number 3, Charisma Shepherd.
Shepherd's averaging 8.4 points a game this season.
Number 13, Carly McHenry.
McHenry's averaging 9.9 points and has hit 41 three-pointers.
Number 15, Tiana Barlow.
Barlow is averaging 7.4 points a game.
Number 23, Lanique Neely.
Lanique Neely's averaging 17.3 points and 13.1
And number 24,
rebounds.
Kenita Harden.
Harden's averaging 7.4 points
Head coach
a game.
of the Lady Runners, Byron Coleman. Assistant coach, Randy
Lady Cardinals coming
McElvey.
to today's game averaging 74.1 points, and they're giving up 52 points a game. Shooting 43.8 from the floor, 36.1 from three-point range.
And now your starting lineup for the Lady Cards. A 6-foot sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio, number 5, Naomi Davenport.
Naomi's averaging 18 points a game, 4.8 rebounds, and she's
A
hit
5'5" sophomore from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 11, Shaquila Fowler.
Shaquila's a transfer from Illinois State, averaging 8.4 points, 3.6 assists.
6'1" sophomore from Detroit, Michigan, number 15, Malaysia McHenry.
Malaysia's averaging 7.4 points and 5.5 rebounds.
5'10" sophomore from Salt Lake City, Utah, number 22, Dominic Mills.
Dominic Mills is transfer from Salt Lake Community College. She also
And a
played on the
6'1"
Lady
sophomore
Cardinals
from
volleyball team,
Detroit,
number
Michigan,
23 and
number
8 this season.
23, Leah Mathis.
Leah's averaging 10 points a game, 6.4
Head coach
rebounds.
of your
She's
Lady
hit
Cards,
15
Gerald Ewing.
three-pointers.
Assistant
And was
coaches,
watching her
Latoya
today in
Howell
warm-ups,
and Bianca
she was
McGee.
Dead on from three-point range, so we will
Yeah.
see if that factors into the game, Tim.
She had that hot hand in the pregame, so see if they can get off to that lightning fast start.
Thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network. As we mentioned in our last webcast, we will have every men's and women's home game for you the rest of the way on the Cardinal Sports Network. Our next webcast will be next Wednesday, the 18th at 7 p.m. when the Cardinals take on Bossier Parish. The women will be in Beeville to play Coastal Bend that afternoon at 5:30. Leah Mathis will jump for the Lady Cardinals, and I believe that's Neely jumping for the Lady Runners. And we are about to be underway here at Leon Switzer Court at Cardinal Gym. Tip is controlled by the Lady Cardinals. Mills lays it up, can't get it to fall. Rebounds controlled by Neely, and the Lady Runners with their first possession. And the Lady Runners are going to turn it over here on their first possession, so no harm, no foul for the Lady Cardinals. So they will attempt to jump on the scoreboard first.
Although they came up empty on that first possession, I love the aggressiveness going to the rack and see if they can get that rolling here.
Fowler with the drive, dishes it off, and ball's going to go out of bounds off of the Lady Runners. I believe that was McHenry there with the hustle play. Now check that was 15 Barlow with the hustle play for the Lady Runners. Mathis with the jumper, no good. Rebound is controlled by Neely. Neely now with 2 rebounds in the game. She runs the floor. Turnover on the second straight trip now for the Lady Runners. The Lady Cardinals on the run. Davenport pulls up for 3. Naomi Davenport for 3. That's the start you want to see from Naomi Davenport, Tim.
Yeah, you knew that Naomi wasn't really pleased with her performance last week. Now
Davenport
gets
with the steal, yes.
Man, she's coming out ready to go.
Let's not say that Naomi didn't play well the other night.
Right.
She certainly did, because she did so many things away from the ball, coming up with steals, coming up with rebounds, making passes. Her scoring was just off, and that had a lot to do with what Panola was doing defensively.
Yeah, and we said in that broadcast several times how she was so unselfish in getting the ball to other folks.
Mathis knocks down the first free throw. Lady Cardinals up on top 4-0 very, very early in this Region 14 conference game.
And that's part of what makes a good player, Benny, is when you take what they give you, and that's what they exploited the other night.
And making others around you better, which
Yeah,
is what
absolutely.
Naomi absolutely does.
Sure.
Lady Runners on the run.
Got a bump coming here.
The bump coming here is Dominic Mills controlled the rebound, as she's going to be fouled. I believe that's going to go against Barlow, number 15 for the Lady Runners. That's going to be their second team foul in the quarter. Davenport directing the offense. She's very capable of that. Give and go, they give it up to Fowler. She goes up very aggressively. It's going to draw the foul. And Tim, it's really great to see the Lady Cardinals in the attack mode here in this first quarter.
Yeah, they can hit you so fast, and that's all started by Davenport up top, and then works it around quickly.
And Byron Coleman's not going to waste any time. He's going to go to his bench and bring in, looks like 4 fresh players here early in the contest as Fowler knocks down the first free throw. Byron's one of the most respected coaches in the Region 14 Conference and one of the longest tenured as well, as I mentioned, in his 11th year as a head coach and 16th year overall at AC. Second free throw attempt by Fowler is also good.
Love seeing the free throws coming through for the Lady Cardinals. Here's a steal.
There's an opportunity that the Lady Cardinals blow. They still get the ball. Who got that steal, Tim?
That was Mathis with the quick hands.
Mathis with this quick steal. We've seen the Lady Cardinals. That's their game, if they can get those quick turnovers and convert them into points, although that time they didn't finish it up. Oh, nice inbounds play. Fowler to Mathis, and Byron Coleman is not happy with his team at all.
Coach Coleman is up and off that bench, going to make them burn a timeout here in the early going.
So a 9-0 Lady Cardinal lead at the 8:33 mark, and this is just the kind of start you expect from the Lady Cardinals here at home, but I'm sure that Byron Coleman's going to be getting his team's attention at this point and saying you just can't go to sleep.
Yeah, and you really can't blame him for that. How do you get the ball on the block right underneath the basket? I think what happened was everybody saw Naomi was calling for the ball on that outside three, and they look away, and just great patience to inbound.
Yeah, it was great execution on the Lady Cardinals' part, and but it's really good to see the Lady Cardinals attacking like they are in this mode. It's certainly right early on in the game.
In the first portion of this game, coming out and just hitting free throws, making steals, hitting the outside shot, all of that adds to this, brings this mix together for the 9-0 start.
See Gerald Ewing going over a few things with his team now. Want to polish up a couple of things, I'm sure. Add a new wrinkle or two maybe, but things are working awfully well for the Lady Cardinals right now. And defensively, of course, they've certainly done a great job in the fact that they've not allowed a point just yet. And the Lady Runners really haven't had a good look at a bucket because they've turned the ball over twice.
Yeah, already with 2 turnovers, and looks like it's not getting any easier on the inbound here.
Lady Cardinals with pressure on the ball. Now they're backing out of it, and probably I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go to their trap here, half-court trap. No, they're going to play it pretty standard here. Going to have a hand check against Shaquila Fowler. Be the first team foul against the Lady Cardinals. Little ticky-tack foul.
I was going to say, yeah, after what we were seeing the other night, that was surprising there, but kind of thought she got a little too close with the old hand check.
And there's a second foul against Shaquila. That's going to be a block, so that's going to bring Crystal Lyons into the game, as Shaquila's going to have to sit out a while now with those 2 quick fouls. And, boy, that just kills you.
I was going to say, that's why that little hand check foul is so big.
And both fouls were, a good 25 feet away from the basket.
Exactly. Good observation there.
So that matches up Lyons against Shepherd. Loose ball underneath. A great job by Mills of controlling the loose ball, and the Lady Cardinals are going to go on the run. Naomi was thinking about passing it. Leah Mathis was breaking down the floor, but she hesitated and she took steps.
Going back to that previous down in the paint there, Leah Mathis going straight up and just made herself as tall as you can get, became a tree, and forced the shot to be errant. Didn't get the foul.
Got to really like the way the Lady Cardinals opened the Panola game defending and the way they've opened this game defending.
Absolutely. They continue to power that defense.
They get the ball down low to Dixon. Turn it over.
3rd turnover here in the opening portion of this ball game.
Not the recipe to coming into Cardinal Gym and knocking off the Lady Cardinals, though it's way early, of course. Now Lions will direct the offense, and Davenport will move over to wing. Going to run the floor now. Get the ball to Davenport up high, and she turns it over. Actually, the pass was errant. Neely goes up strong with the shot, knocks it down. You can see why she's the leading scorer for the Lady Runners with a 17.3 average. Looked very confident putting that shot up.
Yeah, nice touch on the ball there.
9-2 Lady Cardinals.
Want to get her for steps. Unfortunately, she gets tangled up and going around the screen there when she caught the ball.
She did. It did cause her to take steps, so that was a good call by the officials. And it's another turnover for the Lady Cardinals. Chance for the Lady Runners to whittle into that what was once a 9-0 Lady Cardinal lead, now at 9-2, coming up on the 6:40 mark of the first quarter. This Region 14 conference game at Cardinal Gym. Strong power move, and the block is going to be on Leah Mathis. That was Harden that made the big power move. It made her mind up she was going to go hard to the goal. She will instead go to the free throw line to shoot 2. We mentioned the Lady Runners are averaging, Tim, 72.2 from the free throw line, so that's a good percentage.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're going to be able to make a living at it if they can pound in the paint.
Lady Cardinals are averaging 70.9 from the free throw line, and just as soon as I say that and brag on them, they miss the free throw.
I'll say it again. We would not have any problem from this broadcast desk if you said it 2 or 3 times.
And she gets this one to fall, so we're at 9-3. Little token pressure coming, and Lyons quickly gets moved to all the offensive end. She's going to go on the attack, lay it up, can't get it to fall, and the rebound's going to be controlled by the Lady Runners. Mills was there battling for it. Again, a chance for the Lady Cardinals to add points on going on the attack, and Lyons could not get the shot to fall.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be one she would kiss off that backboard, but left it a little short.
Great job by Leah Mathis. She doesn't control the rebound, but she does a great job of preventing the Lady Runners from controlling the rebound, and she knocks it out of bounds.
And Harden, she had some pretty good position down there for Mathis to even get to that point, because she had to make a great play just to get there and tap it away.
Short jumpers up, and it gets the rolling in by Shepard. And the Lady Runners are creeping back in it here early on. Mills on the attack. Gives it up to McHenry. McHenry out to Davenport. Davenport for 3. Naomi Davenport can't get it to fall. The rebound is controlled by the Lady Runners. And the smallest player on the floor, Charisma Shepard, is on the run. And the block by Leah Mathis, but they're going to say she got her with the body. Not exactly sure about that one. That's going to be 2 fouls on Leah Mathis. So that's going to send her to the bench with 2 fouls. The 4th team foul on the Lady Cardinals is going to bring Rainey Kirkendall, number 32, in, along with number 24, Jordan Alexander. And it's a chance for the Lady Runners now at the free throw line to get even closer to the Lady Cardinals after falling behind 9-0.
It's that one to fall. Charisma, attacking the basket. Sometimes that's, the best thing you do is just attack the basket, because I thought she got all ball on that, but got just enough of the body. She's at the free throw line for what, for all intents and purposes, is a layup for her. She's a good free throw shooter.
9-7, Lady Cardinals jumped out to a 9-0 lead, so Angelina hanging around here early, fighting back.
Coach Coleman with an effective timeout. Ever since then, they've come out a lot more focused.
They absolutely have. That's a good point. Davenport for 3. She can't get it to fall. Kirkendall battling for the rebound, and again it's Shepard down there battling low. And it's going to be out of bounds against the Lady Cardinals, as I see some football recruits visiting today for the Cardinals. That a signing day coming up on February 1st. So Coach Brad Smiley has a big group in here today, hoping that they'll soon be Cardinal signees.
Love that, and love that they're getting to be here for what's such a dominant place to play for Cardinal basketball.
Putback is good by Harden, and we are suddenly tied at 9-9 at the five-minute mark. It was 9-0 at the 8:33 mark, so it's a 9-0 run for the Lady Runners since that point.
Mentally, there is mentally tough as they are physical toughness.
Jordan Alexander with the jumper, too hard. Rebound controlled by McHenry. The putback is no good. Rebound is controlled by the Lady Runners. I don't know what the rebound totals are, but the Lady Runners are definitely dominating right now on the boards.
Nice job from Naomi.
Davenport running the floor. Gives it up to Alexander. Alexander for 3. Jordan Alexander, no good. Lyons with the rebound. The putback is no good, but she's going to draw a foul.
Going back to what started that whole thing off, Davenport can get the rebound and then start the break, as we saw there, and that put the numbers in the Lady Cards' favor. And now Crystala with a chance to knock down a couple free throws here.
If you're the Lady Cardinals, you've got to be able to sustain the momentum from a 9-0 start, however. You can't let the visiting team claw their way back in, and certainly Angelina has done that. Lyons with a free throw is good. Her first point of the game. Lady Cardinals now have 5 points, 5 of their 10 points from the free throw line. Angel Johnson now into the game for the Lady Cardinals, checking in for Naomi Davenport, who's going to get a breather here. Second free throw attempt is good.
Love to see them coming through at the free throw line.
And the Lady Runners throw it away, so the Lady Cardinals have got to capitalize here. You got to make those mistakes hurt.
That's for sure, as you want to just kind of now stop the momentum of them and get your own flow going, get your own process happening and build off that.
Alexander gives it up to Lyons. Lyons out to Johnson. Johnson with the jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebound again, controlled by the Lady Runners. This time Dixon controls the rebound. The Lady Cardinals are getting one shot, Tim.
Yeah, one and done, pretty much been the name of it since about midway through this first quarter.
Of course, the Lady Cardinals have Leah Mathis and Shaquila Fowler on the bench with 2 fouls here, I'm sure, for the duration of at least this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have to play tough down the stretch here this quarter.
Lady Cardinals really don't have one of their top scoring lineups on the floor at this point, to be honest with you. Lyons for 3, no good. Rebound is controlled by Neely.
Another one and done.
Neely takes it all the way. She can't get the fall. Angel Johnson with the rebound. This foul is going to go against the Lady Runners. I think this is going to go against Barlow, number 15.
Got a runner shaking up down there.
We absolutely do, and I'm afraid that might be Neely for the Lady Runners, and you certainly don't want that to lose any player, and certainly their best player on the floor is down right now. It looks like she's clutching her knee.
Might have been a knee to knee. I mean, they both banged up. Or
you can see that Byron Coleman himself has gone out to check on his top player on the floor, and she's averaging 17.3 points and 13.1 rebounds, so you hope it's just a little stunner.
Yeah, maybe
right
one
now.
of the stingers, something that got her, that they can work through. They're going to tend to her rightfully so and give her all the time she needs here. That's an 11-9 game right now. Lady Cardinals and Lady Runners just teaming up over here to.
We've seen Lady Cardinals take, hard falls like that and go down, and you fear the worst, and the next thing you know, they're back in the game and being very successful. And we hope for the Lady Runners' sake that happens with this young lady who's their top player on the season, a sophomore out of Madisonville, Texas, down on I-45 way.
No doubt. No doubt. Looks like she's trying to get up, wants to sit up, and going to be able to get to her feet.
Cardinal fans being very appreciative, recognizing her contributions to the game thus far. She's not really wanting to put a lot of weight on it right now.
That's not a good sign over there right now. But like you said, perhaps it's a
her knee is braced, so you can probably an issue that she's dealt with before. So hopefully they can get her ready and get her back into the contest for the Lady Runners. She's see the pain on her face as she walks to the floor, to the bench area, I should say. That's the 5th team foul against the Lady Runners, so the Lady Cardinals are in the double bonus, and that sends 0-0 Angel Johnson to the free throw line.
So a chance to add to it at the free throw line, as you say. Angel, the 5'7" freshman from Baton Rouge, at the line.
But with Neely out, that just means somebody's going to have to pick up the slack for her inside with her dominance on the boards. And Johnson misses the free throw. And she gets the second one to fall.
Crystal just inches away from snagging that one.
Quick hands, quick feet. Crystal Lyons out of Dallas Skyline. Her and Jordan Alexander both played together at Dallas Skyline. Great defensive pressure by the Lady Cardinals. We'll keep an eye on Neely to see if it looks like she might be coming back into the game as the 5 seconds on the shot clock. Neely's sitting at the end of the bench right now.
I didn't see if they're icing that or not, so not sure if they're good.
Great job by Rainey Kirkendall of getting her hand on the ball.
Almost stole that one away.
Still 5 seconds on the shot clock. It had to, you think a second would have had to expire. They're going to say a second should have expired off the shot clock, so it will be reset to 4. I think
Down to
that's
4.
I think that's very fair and accurate, to be honest with you. Because Rainey got a hand on the ball and it flipped out of bounds before the whistle blew it dead.
Time starts when that ball gets makes contact. Not what they wanted there.
Forced up a shot and it comes up short, and Deja Daniel with the rebound. Lady Cardinals really have an interesting lineup on the floor at this point. Lyons goes on the attack, lays it up, gets it to go.
Crystal Lyons, just incredible effort right there. Nice step. 5 seconds.
Great defensive pressure by the Lady Cardinals, denied the inbounds pass, and it'll be a turnover for the Lady Runners. And you can kind of see this Lady Runner team just out of sorts without Neely on the floor right now.
Yeah, it is a different world for them right now.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, Lady Cardinals up 14-9 after jumping out to a 9-0 lead. Going to have an offensive foul inside.
Just got there, didn't have time to get the position established, and so they get her for the block.
Deja Daniels going to be charged with a foul. A 6'2" freshman out of Killeen, Texas, went to Harker Heights High School. Crystal Lyons with a steal. Lady Cardinals now have numbers. She gives it up to Rainey Kirkendall. Rainey lays it up and in.
Coach Coleman going to burn one here.
Yeah, he has to burn this timeout because I think he can sense that his team's just out of sorts right now, and he's looking to see what changes he can make. Looks like he's going to bring in number 11, Angelica Darkus, along with number 24, Harden.
Yeah, they're trying to find their way. You know, it's kind of when you lose a player like that, it's like losing your captain, your quarterback, and Coach Coleman did a great job earlier. They were down 9-0, took a timeout, was able to kind of refocus, and that's what he's hoping to do with this one.
Absolutely.
Could not afford to try and make it all the way another minute 40 till the end of the quarter.
From an offensive standpoint, this really isn't just the rock-solid lineup that the Lady Cardinals could have, as Angel Johnson almost comes up with a steal. But this is a good defensive unit out there for the Lady Cardinals, and right now that's what they're banking on to create some transition points.
And they've had a lot of success being able to do that. Let's see if they can keep that pressure and that intensity up.
Lady Cardinals jumped out to a 9-0 lead. Angelina answered with a 9-0 run to get it to 9-9. And since then, the Lady Cardinals have reeled off 6 straight points. Five seconds on the shot clock.
Not aware of it.
Three-pointers up and in. Well, just like he was drawn up, Shepard with a three-pointer.
Yeah, exactly how they drew it up. Exactly.
Lyons on the attack. Crystal Lyons. When Crystal gets on her game attacking like that, she is hard to handle.
Isn't that the truth? Does an excellent job there not to let any momentum come back the other way. They take it right back.
Another three-pointer on the way. This one's way off the mark. Shepard with the rebound. She dishes it off, and there's a loose ball, and it's controlled by the Lady Runners. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound controlled by Deja Daniel. Shepard gets a hand on it. Shepard comes up with the steal. Dishes it off. Got three-second call. Boy, I'll tell you what, Charisma Shepard was all over the place there, keeping the ball alive, coming up with steals. Naomi Davenport's back into the game for Angel Johnson. A little bit more firepower now out on the floor for the Lady Cardinals, obviously, with Naomi averaging 18 points a game.
And
Monique Mills is going to check into the game, too, the twin sister of Dominic Mills, though there are just 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Lady Cardinals going to play for one shot, I would imagine.
Get a good shot here and add to a 6-point lead to end this first quarter.
Four seconds. Davenport for three. No good. Rebound is controlled by the Lady Runners, and that's going to bring to an end the first quarter of play with the Lady Cardinals leading by a count of 18-12 after jumping out to a 9-0 lead. Lady Runners fought back, and the Lady Cardinals kind of got a little bit more cushion there. Big stories from the first quarter were the fact that Shaquila Fowler and Leah Mathis both picked up 2 quick fouls and were on the bench the rest of the quarter for the Lady Cardinals. And of course, with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter, Neely, the top player for the Lady Runners, went down with an apparent knee injury and has not returned. Not sure what her status is for the rest of the game, but there's certainly a different team when she's not on the floor. Although you got to credit Christmas Shepherd with some great hustle of their Tim in her absence that kept some possessions alive.
You're right. That is remains to be seen if she comes back. But you know, you've got to find a way, like we've been discussing, to go with what you've got, and that's going to be part of the huge challenge. I mean, how do you replace the leading scorer? The other night, Trinity Valley faced similar situation in when their leading scorer Davenport was kind of taken out of game planned out by the defense of Panola and how they played her. In this situation, they don't have their leading scorer even on the floor now, so they've got to find a way to rectify that if you're Angelina.
Of course, so you look at Christmas Shepherd's averaging 8.4 on the season coming in, and Barlow's averaging 7.4, so you would think one of those two would have to pick up some tremendous slack here now if Neely's not able to make it back into the game.
Perhaps Harden can, you know, you got her at 7.4. If each one of those folks can add, 6-7 points to their average, maybe you can find a way to erase that. But somewhere, somehow, some way, they've got to find an answer.
Lady Runners get the ball first here to start the second quarter. Turnover, stolen by Alexander, and thankfully McHenry was there to clean up the mess for the Lady Cardinals on the loose ball. They get the ball down low to Jordan Alexander. Great job of Crystal Lyons of spotting her.
Don't look away, folks, because Crystal will send a laser beam in there and have points up in the blink of an eye.
Nice job of getting the rebound that time by Bass for the Lady Runners, but they come away with no points. And the Lady Cardinals quickly on the attack. Alexander thought about the three, over to Mills. Mills to Lyons, back to Davenport. Davenport for three, can't get it to fall. She's a little cold right now from three-point range, and the Lady Runners control the board.
Back up to an 8-point lead here, so
Shepherd needs to get those to fall. Davenport controls her rebound. Davenport runs the floor, gives it up to Lyons. Lyons goes on the attack, lays it up, puts it in. Crystal Lyons, count it.
Count that baseline jumper, and Crystal just with a little hesitation, then a drive to the baseline. She's deadly.
She has 8 points now in the contest for the Lady Cardinals to lead the way. And the Lady Cardinals can weather the storm even further with Fowler and Mathis on the floor when Lyons is playing that way.
Isn't that the truth?
Three-pointer on the way, got it, knocked it down. That's a great shot by Bass.
Yeah, out of Cypress Springs.
Lady Runners needed that. Naomi Davenport goes in the attack, gives it up to Malaysia McHenry, and McHenry scores.
She's so dangerous, all aspects of her game, just finding great vision, great awareness, draws the defender and shoots a great pass down low.
Shepherd. Lady Cardinals need to defend along the perimeter, of course. Great steal by Crystal Lyons. She gives it up to Davenport, and just getting a hand on it and tipping it away was Sanchez. Aaron Sanchez Ashley Murray's going to check into the game for the first time for the Lady Cardinals, number 3 for Jordan Alexander. And Shaquila Fowler's going to come back in with 2 fouls to give Crystal Lyons a breather. And what a great job by Crystal Lyons, who came into the game when Fowler picked up 2 quick fouls.
That's a great point. She was that stopgap and turned it on.
Davenport for 3. Naomi Davenport for 3.
Naomi hitting the baseline jumper.
She now has 2 3-pointers in the game. Naomi with a steal. Davenport for 3. This was not going to fall. Rebound fought for by Murray, but controlled by Davenport. Over to Mills for 3. No good. Rebounds controlled for the Lady Runners by Dixon, number 22.
Get the feeling if either of those 3-pointers go, it just changes everything, but just rimmed out on both sides.
3-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound controlled by Davenport. Lady Cardinals on the run. She gives it up to Murray. Murray gives up to Fowler. Fowler gives it in to Davenport inside. Back over to Murray. Shot is blocked. Great block by the Lady Runners. Shot is up, no good. And boy, that's an opportunity there for the Lady Cardinals. Lady Runners dodged a bullet there as Dixon with a great block.
Tremendous defense and not giving up on the play.
Shepard misses the 3-pointer. Rebound is controlled by Lady Cardinals. Davenport for 3. Naomi Davenport for 3.
Naomi puts that one through. That gives her 9 in the ball game.
All on 3-pointers. And just like that, you look up and the Lady Cardinals have opened up a 15-point lead. That's just typical of Lady Cardinal basketball. When they're on, and they're hard to beat. And they're in one of those runs right now that you like to see, because obviously if you're a Lady Cardinal fan.
Well, they make so many things happen off a missed shot. They'll get a rebound, they'll get a steal, and they're down the floor. Other teams that come in here to Leon Spencer Court, they have a difficult time in that transition. They get so many points of it, and they're not afraid to pull up for 3, and we see a great deal of that night in and night out.
We're almost 4 minutes into the quarter at the 6:10 mark. The Lady Cardinals have outscored the Lady Runners 12-3 to open the quarter.
Great start to the second quarter.
But in defense of the Lady Runners, I mean, they're just a different team without Neely on the floor. They don't have that inside presence as they have with her. And you can tell they're having to readjust, and some players are having to assume some roles that maybe otherwise they're not comfortable with. And we see Neely being helped back into the gym by the trainers, and she's got a big old ice pack on the knees.
Done for the day.
I'd be thinking she's done for the day with that much ice on her knee at this point.
Yeah, you trying to keep that thing, loose, and once you ice it, you know that it's going to. You're trying to keep swelling and that kind of thing. So I hate to see that.
Yeah, I just saw Byron Coleman walk down and ask his trainer what it looked like. I don't think he liked the answer that he got. So we'll look at that again after the second half begins. Ball's going to go out of bounds as the Lady Runners are trying to do a lot along the baseline with Harden. 14 seconds on the shot clock, so they got plenty of time there.
Nobody's moving, and they're barely going to get it in before the 5-second infraction.
Rebound is tipped away by McHenry, but it's controlled by the Lady Runners. There's a loose ball underneath, and finally taken away by Naomi Davenport. Davenport gets it up to Mills. Mills lays it up, can't get it to fall. The rebound's controlled by the Lady Runners, but Ashley Murray is going to come down on her back, and that's just going to be the first team foul, first foul at all in this quarter, which is a splendid discoverment on my part.
Well, I want to go back to if that layup is finished, there is a highlight reel on that pass. I mean, talk about threading the needle through 2 defenders in traffic, laced it in there beautifully, and just left it short.
It's good to see Monique Mills, number 21, getting extended playing time in this quarter. She's battled some injury situations in the offseason and at the start of the season, so it's good to see her get a lot of playing time here. It's a great job by Naomi Davenport of keeping that rebound alive and tipping it over to Deja Daniel. Cross court to Fowler. Fowler puts up a 3-pointer. Shaquila Fowler for 3.
Excellent job finding the open man. Shaquila coming through with a big shot. She's got 5 now.
33-15 Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinals have really gotten it done on the defensive end, although that was not a great effort that time from the standpoint of letting them have an easy drive. They do not come away with points, but the Lady Runners do control the rebound. Got to defend the three.
They're getting really wide with those arms. I saw Coach Ewing.
13 McHenry with the ball is the top three-point shooter on the team with 41. Is a steal by Mills. Mills puts it up, and there's going to be a blocking call, so a great job by Mills.
Boy, Charisma thought for a second, man, I got the charge, but just did not get those feet set long enough. Good drive all the way to the basket and going to the free throw line.
Absolutely. Monique Mills going to the free throw line with a chance to get her first points of the game. Lady Cardinals up 33-15 at the 4:15 mark. First free throw attempt is good, so Mills is in the books.
Here comes Rainey Kirkendall into the ball game.
I believe Dominic Mills is going to check into the game here. Obviously going to be going in for her sister, the shooter. So one Mills for another Mills. She gets the second one, will not fall, so.
She said not yet,
Monique can stay in the game.
You love me like a sister. I'm going to miss, I'm just teasing.
Lady Runners are spending a lot of time dribbling.
Well, they're really extending that zone out too, really guarding the perimeter. Got a trap.
Good rotation to the ball, the Lady Cardinals, and Shepard pulls up with a jumper, can't get the fall. Well, a great job of crashing from the baseline was Ty Barlow.
Yeah, and that's the truth.
Rainey Kirkendall had position actually on the play for the Lady Cardinals.
Great job to elude Kirkendall.
This time the rebound is controlled by Deja Daniel. Davenport runs the floor. Davenport gives it up to Fowler. Fowler takes steps on the wing.
Just enough hesitation there to thinking about it too long before she made that move, so the steps called.
Well, it's just a sad sight as a sports fan, to see a kid on the end of the bench like we see with Neely with her knee wrapped up like it is.
And even more so telling they had to help her back in. She's still not putting weight on the leg. So
McHenry with a missed three-pointer, I should say, and the Lady Runners control the rebound. Turnaround jumper, no good. This rebound goes to Deja Daniel to Davenport, and the Lady Cardinals on the run. Give it up to Mills. Mills lays it up and in.
Nice drive all the way to the basket by Mills.
Dominic Mills with her first points of the game. 21-point Lady Cardinal lead, under 3 minutes to go in the first half. McHenry with a three-pointer. She's the top three-point shooter, as I mentioned, for the Lady Runners with 41 coming into the game.
Taya Dixon did a good job hustling there for Angelina out of Hitchcock.
You got a D up on McHenry on the perimeter, that's for sure. McHenry for three out front. There she is. That's her 42nd of the season.
Right on cue, huh? She came through.
Mills pulls up with the jumper. Can't get it to foul. Rainey Kirkendall's there for the rebound. Rainey with the putback is going to be fouled and go to the free throw line. And Neely is being helped in front of the scores table here, folks. She is going to the dressing room. So
yeah, they're going to probably try to elevate that leg, get it out in the air if they can.
I would think so, and I'm sure she's not feeling very good sitting there in those chairs either, the way she had her seated a moment ago. She's making stretch out in the locker room. As Rainey Kirkendall goes to the free throw line to shoot two. Gets the first one to fall. That's Rainey's third point of the game.
Yeah, Rainey's doing a big job there in the middle of the paint there. 6-footer out of Chicago, Illinois. See if she can knock this one down as well.
Yeah, didn't get the roll. It's unkind roll that time. 21-point Lady, check that, a 19-point Lady Cardinal lead. I'm sure the Lady Runners are going to make McHenry become a little bit more active from along the perimeter there with her three-point prowess. Steal by Shaquila Fowler.
Nice.
Fowler on the attack. Oh, she set her up. Oh, my goodness. Save that one for the highlight reel, folks.
Boy, she did set her up and then blew right around her. Nice head
Shaquila
fake.
Fowler. She looked like she set you up, Tim.
Oh, she did, man. She did. That was well executed.
You would have broken both ankles. on
I'd
that
still
move.
be on the floor.
McHenry. You got to get on McHenry, folks. I'm telling you.
Nice touch there from McHenry coming through aces.
And
for
Gerald,
the Lady
Gerald
Runners.
Ewing calls this timeout, and there's no doubt what he's going to say. The scouting report says you can't uncover on 13 on the perimeter, and they've uncovered her on her now twice.
She's making them pay too. I'll tell you, if you know, you look up and you finish this thing really strong, the last minute 19, really got a chance to do a little separation here before the half. And don't give them any life. You know, the body language before that three-pointer was, man, missing our ace, Neely. You know, we're getting run up and down the floor here. She hit a couple of three-pointers, and all of a sudden everything starts to feel a little more like, hey, you know, let's finish this thing.
And here's something interesting about the Lady Cardinals during their pull away in this part of the game. There's been times when they haven't had their best offensive lineups on the floor necessarily, but they've gotten it done on the defensive end.
Sure, that's a good point.
Alexander gives it down low to Rainey Kirkendall. Nice job by Jordan Alexander.
That's the way to attack the basket, just seeing it all develop and making them pay down in the paint.
McHenry, she misses this one big time.
Had a defender in her face, too.
Lady Cardinals running the floor. Jordan Alexander gives it up to Mills. Mills back out to Kirkendall. Kirkendall puts up the jumper, knocks it down. Rainey Kirkendall now with 7 points.
Rainey's playing well. Nice touch from the 6-footer out top.
Lady Cardinals going to be very defensive along the perimeter here in these closing seconds. Three-pointer no good. There's time to get a really good shot here with 10 seconds left in the first half. Rainey Kirkendall is going to go strong. Lay it up and in. Rainey Kirkendall.
Love the energy there. Rainey is playing well, and keep feeding her the rock. She's
Three-pointer on the way, no good, and we are at halftime with the Lady Cardinals having opened up a 45-21 lead, having led 18-12 after the end of the first quarter. That's a 27-point second quarter that the Lady Cardinals threw up there and surrendered just 9 points.
wow. That is the tell of quarters right there. You look at that, 27 beats 9 every time.
Before we step away for a few minutes here at the halftime, let's go through the Lady Cardinals scores. You got Naomi Davenport with 9 and Rainey Kirkendall with 9. Crystal Alliance has 8. Angel Johnson 1. Shaquila Fowler 7, Malaysia McHenry 2, Monique Mills 1, Dominique Mills 2, Leah Mathis 4, and Jordan Alexander 2. We are at halftime. There, as you see on your screen, 45-21 Lady Cardinals. We're going to step away for a couple of minutes and be back on the other side for the second half of Lady Cardinal basketball here on the Cardinal Sports Network. To Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, where we are at halftime. The Lady Cardinals leading Angelina by a count of 45-21, outscoring the Lady Runners 27-9 in the second quarter. I'm Benny Rogers along with Tim Howard, taking a look at a couple other conference scores here at halftime. We have Paris 38 and Kilgore 23. And that would be considered a surprise at this point. And in a non-conference game, you have Blinn leading Victoria by a count of 39-15. Tim, really the big story in the first half would have to be the injury to Monique Neely, the top scorer and rebounder for the Lady Runners, who went down with a knee injury with about 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, has not returned.
Yeah, it is so difficult to, she's averaging 17 plus per game. Not just the points, but kind of the fire of your team. You can't just replace that. So they've got to find a way to to not only add up those points, find those points, but then slow down the versatility of the Lady Cards. You mentioned it to me at the break. Only 2 Lady Cardinals have not scored.
Yeah, 10 of the 12 Lady Cardinals in uniform have scored points in this game, and that just plays to the depth that Gerald Ewing thought he was going to have going into the season, and it's certainly proving to be true today, as the Lady Cardinals have got 10 players in the scoring column. The Lady Cardinals have got 4 3-pointers. 3 of those belong to Naomi Davenport. And let me do a real quick count here on the free throws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 free throws the Lady Cardinals have hit here in their 45-point total. So we're less than a minute to go here in the second half. Lady Cardinal basketball, the Lady Cardinals 14-2 on the season, 6-0 in conference. Angelina 11-5 on the season, 4-2 in conference play.
As you think about what Trinity Valley has been able to do, you know, if you're Angelina, you get a couple of players in foul trouble early going. Shaquila had to sit out for a while.
Leah Mathis never played
Leah
anymore.
never came back. And yet, you look up, and again, it's all kind of ties back with if Neely's in the game, maybe it's a lot different story. It would be a lot different story, but at the same time, you're like, man, we're getting kind of what we want here. We got people in foul trouble, but still nothing to show on the scoreboard for it.
Yeah, and another thing that's pretty amazing about that 45-point first half is the fact that the Lady Cardinals, there were times when they didn't really have their best offensive units on the floor, had good defensive units on the floor, and that in converted that into points on transition points.
Yeah, they definitely put a defensive tone on the floor, and it resulted in a lot of points, and in fact expanded a huge lead. And we're ready for the second half with a 24-point advantage.
And the ball will be in the possession of the Lady Cardinals as we start the second half here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Thank you for joining us on the Cardinal Sports Network. Starting lineup back on the floor for the Lady Cardinals. Davenport with a step-back jumper. Got it, Naomi Davenport.
She's so tough to defend. I mean, you think you're in pretty good position there, and she just steps back on you and hits that shot.
Lady Cardinals have really played a solid game on the defensive end, giving the Lady Runners very few open looks. Now, McHenry will make an open look out of a 3-pointer, and she's hit 2 in the first half. And there's a great putback by number 24, Harden.
Kenetha Harden out of Babylon, New York. North Babylon High School.
McHenry for 3. No good. Rebound is going to be controlled by the Lady Runners, and that's not what you want to do with the Lady Cardinals, is put up these one-shot opportunities, and then the Lady Runners come back down and convert.
Lady Runners miss Charisma Shepard. She was flanking out for that 3. If they hit her early, they probably got a wide open look, but never saw her.
Shaquila Fowler is going to pick up a 3rd foul here to start the second half. We saw her pick up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter, set out the remainder of the first quarter. She did come back in the second quarter and play. Leah Mathis also picked up 2 quick fouls, and she set out the remainder of the first half. Leah's a lot more aggressive inside, so I'm sure Gerald Ewing wanted to make sure she had 3 fouls to play with here in the second half.
Good point.
Shepard for 3. Can't get it to fall. Davenport on the rebound, on the run. Gives it up to McHenry. It's a loose ball. Davenport's going to control. Give it up to Mills. Oh, my goodness. Naomi Davenport.
How about that smile as she's going down the floor? I love it. Great effort from Naomi.
She is still smiling. McHenry with a drive. It's going to be fouled, and that can be called on a number of Lady Cardinal players. There's 3 of them that stuck their hand in there. Naomi Davenport's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be her first in the game. It will send McHenry to the free throw line to shoot 2.
They only put it on 1 Cardinal, though. I was thinking you're right. There's going to be 3 fouls on this.
It could have been. It could have been.
McHenry's been impressive, though. She's played a good game this afternoon.
And she gets the free throw to fall. Back into the game for the Lady Runners is going to be number 11, Angelica Darkus. Both free throws are good. Fowler stayed in the game now with 3 fouls, directing the offense. Malaysia McHenry for three. Malaysia McHenry for three.
Stepped into the three-pointer and nicely done from the southpaw.
5 3-pointers now for the Lady Cardinals in the game. (52-25). Lady Cardinals are up 45-21 at the intermission. Naomi Davenport with a steal. She's got at least 3 in this game.
Great position.
Great job by McHenry down low. Can't get it to fall. And there's Dominic Mills giving it up to Leah Mathis. Oh my goodness, Lady Cardinals.
Lady Cardinal basketball right there. Just hustle, hustle, hustle. Good defense and turning points into offense.
Well, when you see that out of the Lady Cardinals, you know they're a player on the national stage the rest of the way.
That's for sure. And they continue to lift it up. Everybody that gets a chance to play seems to be raising their game here in this.
Leah Mathis with a slam.
My goodness.
Lady Cardinals on the run. Davenport gives it up to Mathis. Mathis lays it up and, oh, can't get it to fall. Oh, my goodness, what a finish that would have been.
Almost rewarded for the block on the other end. Couldn't get the finish.
There's Mathis with the rebound, giving it up to Mills. Davenport, Naomi Davenport for three. Can't get to fall. Leah Mathis controls the rebound on the backside. McHenry thought about the three. Like target practice.
Yeah, that's kind of what they were thinking right there. Being very, very patient here, letting some clock run.
Naomi thought she saw Malaysia uncovered underneath. I'm not sure if she was as open as she looked to Naomi at the time, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Malaysia.
Little adjustment right there at the end. Cause that.
Gonna have our immediate timeout at the 6:04 mark, and the Lady Cardinals leading by a count of 54-25.
So coming out here in the third quarter, they put up 9 points so far, held Angelina to 4 in the first half of this third quarter. Lady Cards trying to get that 15th win of the season and improve to 7-0 in conference play today.
Let you enjoy the Cardinal cheerleaders, the defending national and grand champion cheerleaders. Well, I should have let you enjoy them earlier. You got the end of it.
There's plenty to enjoy, though, aren't they? They're a real treat. Night in, night out, they come out and work tirelessly. And we'll be having a chance to go and defend that national championship from last season.
And believe it or not, that's just about half the squad there.
Isn't that something?
Can you name that tune? Theme song? Theme song of what show?
Oh, that would be, can I use a lifeline? I'm going to call Benny Rogers.
That's the Addams Family, is it not? Or is that the
was me
That's the
snapping there. I don't
is
know
it?
if the
Addams Family.
Addams Family.
Come on, I
Bud
knew it.
Addams
You got to have
family.
confidence in your answer.
Go with your instinct. That's why I used a lifeline to call you, Benny.
Leah Mathis with the rebound. Well, you see the difference Leah Mathis makes when she's on the floor. They give it up to Davenport. Davenport across court to Johnson. Johnson with the pull-up jumper. Can't get it to fall. It's a loose ball going to be picked up by McHenry. McHenry gives it up to Lyons. Lyons lays it up, and Lyons lays it in.
Lady Cardinals are just running at a higher octane level right now. Just getting to the loose balls, getting to the basket, the defense, the hands. It's all working in Trinity Valley's favor.
Naomi Davenport with the steal. She gives it up to Angel Johnson. Johnson lays it up. She's going to be fouled. Can't get the shot to fall. Boy, I wish I'd have started keeping up with Naomi's steals at the start of the game. I know she's got to have at least 5.
Playing a tremendous effort this afternoon.
Well, Gerald Jr. will flat out tell you she's the best player in the country, and I mean, you just be hard to argue with that, certainly from what we've seen anyway.
Yeah, just continues to set the tone.
Johnson hits the free throw. She was 1 of 2 in the first half from the free throw line. Again, if you missed it at halftime, Paris was leading Kilgore by a count of 38-23 in a conference game. She misses the second free throw. She battles for the rebound, though. Great job. Nice job of Ashley Murray breaking down the court. Naomi Sarb, and Ashley missed the shot. Chance for Ashley to have gotten onto the books.
Yeah, that teardrop just wouldn't fall, though.
Shepard with a pull-up jumper gets it to fall. Lions on the attack, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. Ashley Murray with the rebound and the putback. Ashley Murray has now scored.
Crystal is saying, I want an assist for that.
Got to get Deja Daniel in the scorebook, then we'll have every Lady Cardinal having scored today. Nice move, nice block by Jordan Alexander, and stays along the baseline and keeps it alive to Naomi Davenport. Davenport on the run. She gives it up to Angel Johnson. Angel Johnson puts it up and can't get it to fall. And there's Naomi Davenport with the rebound and the putback.
Here comes that killer instinct there as they are battling and going back. How about the tight roping act on the other end there? Got the rebound and then stayed off the baseline. Great job to get that break started.
I'll say this about the Lady Cardinals now, having seen several of their games this year. They're playing at a level today that's just a little bit higher than I've seen thus far.
Starting to click together here.
They're playing against a quality opponent, albeit without their best player on the floor. I will give them that much. But just the intensity level and the enthusiasm the Lady Cardinals are showing on the floor as number 21, Monique Mills, checks into the game for Naomi Davenport. And Naomi Davenport, what a job, young lady.
She's done tremendous today. And
we're going to have a timeout on the floor at 61-27 at the 3:27 mark.
Cards averaging 79 a game and well on pace for that here. Flirting with 90 at the halfway point, and so look like they're on pace to get there.
We will mention that the Lady Cardinals will be on the road Wednesday going to Beeville to play Coastal Bend at 5:30 p.m. The men will be at home on Wednesday playing Bossier Parish in a game we will have for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. It does begin at 7 p.m. Then next Saturday we have a huge game by the Lady Cardinals. They'll be here at home against TJC, the closest to them in the standings, one game back. And that'll be a 2 o'clock start as you see the upcoming broadcast schedule on your screen for the next week. And we appreciate you joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network for all of those games, as we will have every home game for you the rest of the way, both men's and women, here in this January, February, and in the first week of March as the teams head towards the regional tournament in Jacksonville March 4th through the 7th.
And as we get ever so close towards that, Benny, it's starting. You know, it's good to see the timing of this game today, how the Lady Cards have really kind of stepped up their game and brought it to another level.
Well, they have today. Now, they absolutely have today. I thought they were kind of lethargic to some degree against Panola, although they played pretty solid defense.
And they're looking like they're starting to find their groove here.
And just as we say that, they turned the ball over.
And did it right in front of Coach Ewing and his face right now. He's not happy.
He's frowning. What was that?
He just drew it up in the timeout.
Shepard on the attack, lays it up and lays it in. Charisma Shepard's got some game.
She does.
Great job by Crystal Alliance of spotting Ashley Murray, hitting her with a pinpoint pass, and Ashley couldn't finish. Dadgummit.
Well, that was a nice pass.
Three-pointer on the way, flat-footed, no good.
Charisma with that offensive board, though.
Barlow, nice job by Ty Barlow. Lady Cardinals are giving up a couple easy buckets now. There's the Lions spotting Murray again, and Murray was too far underneath the goal that time.
Murray slammed her knee on the Super 8 logo of the stand underneath.
Shaquila Fowler and Rainey Kirkendall are going to check in for the Lady Cardinals. I'm sure Gerald Ewing wants to shore up the defensive effort just a little bit more than he's seen the last 2 trips down. Lady Cardinals have done a great job of running the floor today, Tim.
Yeah, they have, and they are.
Shepard forces up a 3-pointer at the buzzer. It doesn't go in, but it thought about it.
Great job defensively there to force them all the way through the clock.
Crystal Lions on the attack.
Crystal doing just great stuff game after game all year long.
Crystal now with 12 points. Oh, a nice job down low underneath by Bass.
Thing that I really appreciate about Lions, she knows when to go, knows when to, like right now, she's got to feel that, hey, let's set it up. And when you need to attack, she is right on point.
Monique Mills with a pull-up jumper. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is controlled by Bass for the Lady Runners. Here come the Lady Runners. Lady Cardinals have scored 18 points in this quarter. Going to be a foul on Jordan Alexander.
And Jordan down low.
Boy, you look up the scoreboard and see where there's just been 4 fouls called in this quarter. That makes basketball awfully nice when it's called that way.
Yeah, so many times games just get bogged down.
At the free throw line.
Yeah, this thing.
Naomi Davenport and Leah Mathis back in to finish the quarter with Rainey Kirkendall, Monique Mills, Leah Mathis, and Shaquila Fowler.
A good job protecting the interior here.
Look who got another steal, Naomi Davenport.
Davenport, she's been all over the floor today.
She is just playing outstanding defense these last 2 games, certainly.
Leah's working with one eye right now. She took one in the transition there, and she's still trying to blink that out.
Lady Cardinals can play for the final shot. Naomi Davenport for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rainey Kirkendall with the rebound and the putback at the buzzer. It will not fall. Dadgummit.
Rainey with a good position there.
But we are at the end of quarter number 3, and the Lady Cardinals up by a count of 63-33. Lady Cardinals put up 18 points in that quarter and surrendered 12.
And they got out to a lightning fast start in the third. Angelina was able to kind of slow them down towards the end there. But going in this fourth quarter, it's all Trinity Valley here, up by 30 points over Coach Byron Coleman's Lady Runners.
Of course, we should mention that the men have a huge game today at 4 o'clock down in Pasadena against San Jacinto. San Jacinto is undefeated on the season and leads the conference race right now. We may have the men's standings that we could pop up there real quick for you, but you will see the importance of the game. And the Cardinals only play San Jacinto once, of course, in the regular season this year. And there you see the standings. Sanjak went on the road this past week, Wednesday, and at Tyler and won 74-66. So they're setting the pace, and the interesting thing about that is this year the conference gets 2 automatic berths to the national tournament. The regional tournament champion gets 1, and the conference regular season conference champion gets 1. So that's why today's game is just so huge.
Yeah,
if the Cardinals want to play for that,
they only play them that one time, and so then they're done with them until that regional tournament. So yeah, it would be a big win for Coach Furr and his squad today.
And Angelina down 30 gets the ball to start the 4th and final quarter from here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Three-pointer on the way. It's going to be up and no good. Rebounds fought for and controlled by the Lady Runners.
I was just about to say, Mills gets credit for that one. She had great defense to close it out there, but Lady Cards don't get the rebound. Still good defense on the shot.
Shepard drives the baseline, dishes it up. Going to be a three-pointer from Barlow. Barlow knocks it down. Ty Barlow with the three.
She knew she had it when she let it go. Just left that hand in the air. Felt it as it left the palm.
Davenport for three. No good. Rebound's going to be a long rebound going to Fowler. Fowler gives it up inside to Mathis, but he goes out of bounds, and it's going to go out of bounds off of the Lady Runners. I think that went off with Darkus.
Yeah, Angelica Darkus there, good play to try and get around the guy around in front, but could not track it.
With 2:55 to go in the third quarter, Paris leads Kilgore 51-32. Naomi Davenport for three, no good. And Glenn in a non-conference game leads Victoria 63-28 at the end of the third quarter. So Paris is pulling the upset so far over Kilgore today in conference play.
That's a little bit of a surprise. You and I were talking about that one before we got on the air, and Glenn kind of stumbling out of the gate here in the second half of the season ever since the winter break.
Kilgore.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Kilgore.
Right. Yeah, but you're right, yes.
They are a different team here in 2017.
Got a wet spot they're going to clean up on the floor. There's Leah Mathis is doing the mop duty. Getting help from
It's a
Shepard.
combination. Christmas says, hey, you missed the spot
Shepard
right there.
said you missed a spot. I didn't like the way you did that, so I'll take over.
Leah just was showing that upperclassman move there. Here, I'm not as good as it. Go ahead and finish this for me.
Fowler on the attack. The foul's going to be called on the floor. That's going to go against Barlow, number 15. That'll be the first team foul of the fourth quarter.
Fowler's so quick to the basket.
Oh, a nice job of Rainey Kirkendall of
My
escaping
goodness.
down low.
That is for sure. Well
Rainey's
done.
now in double digits with 11 points, folks.
Played a great game this afternoon here in Athens.
Rainey missed the Lady Cardinals last game, so it's good to see her back in uniform today. One game for you here today because the men are in Pasadena to play at 4 o'clock against San Jacinto. Three-pointer on the way from out top. No good at the shot clock's expired, and it's going to go to the Lady Runners on the rebound.
Lady Cards did a good job that time getting all the way down in that shot clock defensively, but then bailed them out with the offensive rebound by San Jacinto. Excuse me, Angelina, my apologies. Down to 7.
Creating a space inside for the shot was Darkus. It's no good. Lady Cardinals control the rebound, and Leah Mathis is down. She hit hard.
I think she got maybe a finger to the eye. She is covering that eye immediately. Might have been the nose, but
yeah, it looks like her right eye. She took a shot to the right eye. Leah's tough though, and she could stay in if she wanted, but I'm sure that Gerald's going to have the trainers take a look at it just to make sure everything's on the up and up. And Malaysia McHenry checks into the game. Malaysia with 5 points, including a three-pointer. So it's good to see Leah hop up.
yeah, it is good news there.
65-36. Lady Cardinals led 63-33 at the end of the third quarter. Oh, nice job by Fowler anticipating McHenry breaking to the net, and she gets it to fall.
How about Malaysia keeping her composure after contact and hitting that shot too? That's just well done on both ends there, the entry-level pass and the shot. Great job.
Lady Cardinals come in averaging 74.1 points a game. Angelina comes in averaging 76 points a game, Tim. So they're right now 40 points under their average.
Wow.
Three-pointer on the way, McHenry. This one doesn't fall into the shortest player on the floor. Well, I take that back. Charisma Shepard's the shortest player on the floor. Fowler gives it up to Rainey Kirkendall breaking to the goal. Ball goes out of bounds. There's going to be a foul called.
Benny, you mentioned they're 40 points off their average. And Neely, we talked about what she means on the point side, but kind of that leader on the floor. She's bringing 17, but where's that other 20 plus? It's because your cohesiveness, you know, your captain out there not able to go.
Absolutely. Rainey Kirkendall at the free throw line. Knocks the first one down. Rainey's got 12 points in the game.
And, of course, the Lady Cart's playing at a tremendously high clip today as well. That'll tarnish a points per game as well. They played great defensively.
Oh, they have. And Naomi Davenport's been the first-team All-American today for dadgum sure. Rainey's second free throw attempt is good.
Rainey continues to play a great game offensively today.
Rainey had a birthday last week, January the 9th. Out of bounds off of the Lady Cardinals. 12 seconds on the shot clock, coming up on 6 minutes to go in the game. Lady Cardinals have this one comfortably in hand at 69-36. Three-pointer on the way by Barlow. No good. Rebound is controlled finally by Mills. Fowler on the attack. Gives it up inside to Malaysia McHenry. Malaysia fumbles the ball out of bounds, so it will be a turnover against the Lady Cardinals. Checking into the game for the Lady Runners is going to be number 24, Harden. She averages 7.4 points a game. She's from Babylon, New York.
Card's still bringing the heat defensively, making them work down the floor here. Pick them up.
Lady Cardinals' point production has fallen off in this quarter, but it's easy to do when you got a 30-point lead after 3 quarters. You'd like to finish it strong, but sometimes that's not the reality of the way things play out.
Yeah, getting a little bit more of a kind of a cruise control and trying to stay healthy. And
three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound controlled by Alexander. Alexander on the run, gives it up to Mills. Mills gets it down low to Rainey Kirkendall. Rainey Kirkendall puts it up and in.
Kirkendall's having a great afternoon. That's her 15th point of the ball game.
She's the leading scorer for the Lady Cardinals and did not start the game.
And Mills with great vision just to toss it over the top, gets it to her.
Rainey benefited from Leah Mathis picking up 2 quick fouls early in this contest today.
Yeah, she did. She's made the most of her opportunity.
Nice steal by Shaquila Fowler. Shaquila puts up the shot, is blocked by McHenry, rebounded by McHenry, and the Lady Runners on the attack.
McHenry did a tremendous job right there because I thought that was going to be an easy basket for the Cards.
Oh, a nice give-up pass by McHenry. Spotting number 11, Darkus underneath.
She's a complete player, isn't she?
Rainey gives it up to Mills outside. Mills for 3.
Wow.
Just kind of stuck her like a plum.
Benny, why don't you go on out there and knock that down? Go ahead.
I'll get that for you.
I'll just stay right here.
So that will be a held ball. The possession arrow is pointing in the direction of the Lady Runners. I believe they indicated before this media timeout at the 4:11 mark. Lady Cardinals up by a count of 71-38. And this time I am going to let you enjoy the Cardinal cheerleaders. You see the championship banner won by the Cardinal cheerleaders this past April in Daytona Beach, Florida. They not only won the national championship, which was their 10th, but they also won the grand championship, Tim, which means they outscored all divisions.
Well, that's so hard to do. And of course, we talk about Navarro and Trinity Valley and the great rivalries they've had. They always have a great competition in cheer as well.
Well, yeah, there's like 21 or 22 national championships between
the two of them. So, yeah, that was pretty fun.
Matter of fact, I think you have to go all the way back to I don't know, something like 2007 when the last time either Trinity Valley or Navarro didn't win a national championship.
National champ. Talked to Coach Chris before the break, and he was like, he says, I'm watching that thing in the performance, and I'm like, oh, we didn't get that. We didn't need this point here, you know. And he said it's hard to, you know, like any coach, it's kind of hard to enjoy the moment until after the fact. But congratulations to him. Terrific job as always.
Back to play. Lady Runners with the ball. 3:56 and counting. Down 71-38 to the Lady Cardinals. Conference leading Lady Cardinals. A lot of contact on the floor, no foul. Haven't been a lot of fouls called in this second half. It's been kind of nice. 3-pointer on the way was no good. Rebound controlled. Well, it's not controlled, but the foul is going to go against the Lady Runners as Crystal Alliance had inside position, and she was just hit hard by number 24 of the Lady Runners, Harden.
Harden looked like, you know, she's pretty much swatting a fly there.
She's definitely had a size advantage.
She got a little
Crystal.
size on Crystal.
Lady Cardinals have only scored 8 points in this quarter. Their average is 74.1. There's a steal by Shepard. And she lays it up and in. Great job by Christmas Shepard. I've been very impressed with that young lady this afternoon.
She's lightning fast, really quick, and great effort all afternoon.
And Shepard's going to be called for the foul. That's going to be the 4th team foul against the Lady Runners. The Lady Cardinals have yet to be called for a foul in this 4th quarter.
Crystal going to walk off. Might have got a little knee-to-knee action there. She's jogging it off, so to speak.
Lady Cardinals will be in the double bonus the rest of the way as Crystal almost lost it in the backcourt. Mills gives it up to Murray. Murray lays it up and can't get it to fall. Rebound control by Deja Daniel. Deja Daniel puts it up, can't get it to fall. No, Monique Mills puts it up, can't get it to fall. Monique Mills puts it up again and she gets it to fall, and I can barely say it.
Mills just continued to work down low, gets it done. And how many, was that 3 offensive rebounds in that sequence?
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Had a timeout by Byron Coleman, who's not happy with an execution by his squad on that offensive trip, so he's going to use a timeout with 2:33 left. His squad down 73-40, down 33. They were down 30 at halftime, 63-33. I checked that at the end of the 3rd quarter. They were down 63-33. At halftime, they were down 45-21, and I think that is Angelina's last timeout. So they will be. There'll be no more timeouts from Angelina's standpoint the rest of the way.
Yeah, as Trinity Valley continues to, you know, work on some things here that you can't necessarily simulate in practice. So this is a big quality win for them, and they get a chance to, you know, test some other things and work on some other things that gain speed.
Of course, Byron took over for one of my all-time favorite coaches in the conference, Dwan Coleman, 11 years ago, and he had been Dwan's assistant for 5 years, but he was a long-time head coach at Angelina College. One of my all-time favorite coaches, a classy guy, and he still resides there in Lufkin. I was talking to Coach Coleman before the game, and he said he saw him just the other day. And I think, a matter of fact, he showed up for one of their games late. He didn't know what time it started, the last home game, I guess it was. He showed up, but it's good to hear that Coach Coleman's still up and around and attending Lady Runner basketball down in Lufkin. Back to play. Coming up on the 2-minute mark in the 4th quarter. Lady Cardinals comfortably in control. And the shot clock expires, and Angelina just lost all
They've lost focus at this point.
there because they didn't have any idea how much time was left on the shot clock. Coming out of the timeout, you gotta know. That's what Byron Coleman, you can tell. You can almost read his body language. That's what he's telling his team. You gotta know what's going on the floor.
Teachable moment there. He's talking to the whole sideline there as they're on that bench. Know the situation.
Lady Cardinals in their motion offense going to burn some clock here.
We'll go now with 5.
Fowler with a pull-up jumper, can't get it to fall. Murray there for the rebound and the putback, and Ashley Murray gets it to fall. Ashley Murray now with 4 points, 75-40 Lady Cardinals.
Final 90 seconds to go here.
Good to see the Lady Cardinals playing defense all the way to the end. And just as I say that, they let one lady runner uncover underneath for a bucket. So I will just keep quiet the rest of the way, let you enjoy the game.
You get the assist for the lady runners on that one, I think, Vinny. It's only happened 6 times to me today, so you were due for one of those.
But it's going to be a lopsided win for the Lady Cardinals, who are going to win for an 87th straight time here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Lady Cardinals foul's going to go against Deja Daniel. Deja's the only Lady Cardinal that hasn't recorded a point today.
Yeah, that's they got her for the push there, trying to go for that ball. Yeah, you're right though. Lopsided win. Take that, keep that conference record spot on, and the winning streak. This is a big win all the way around for the Lady Cardinals.
Absolutely, against a quality opponent, albeit they were down without their best player from about the midway point of the second quarter. But Lady Cardinals did a really great job today, raised it to another level. This is one of those scores, as Ashley Murray gets a block. One of those scores when the final's posted, it'll catch attention because people know how quality of a squad that Byron Coleman has.
Oh yeah, it's a tough way for them to have to travel back to Lufkin this afternoon, because they really felt like they could make this a contest.
Mills with the jumper. Mills knocks it down, and Dominic Mills now with 8 points in this contest.
Great job from Dominique. A lot of confidence as it left her hand there.
They can start getting 8 or 10 points out of her a game. That's just definitely an advantage that other teams aren't going to have. And she started the game today. She started the last 2 games, as a matter of fact.
That's going to do it here.
And that's going to wrap it up from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinals Gym as far as the game goes. The Lady Cardinals scoring a 77-42 win over Angelina. The Lady Cardinals scoring 14 points in that final quarter and allowing 9. So the line score for the Angelina was 12-9, 12-9. For the Lady Cardinals was 18-27, 18-14. Let's wrap up the Lady Cardinals scoring. Tim Angel Johnson with 2. Crystal Lyons with 12. Ashley Murray with 4. Naomi Davenport 13. Shaquila Fowler 7. Malaysia McHenry 7. Monique Mills 1. Dominique Mills 8. Leah Mathis 6. Jordan Alexander 2. And Rainey Kirkendall with a team-high 15 points. Angelina falls to 11-6 on the season. 4-3 in conference play. The Lady Cardinals improved to 15-2 overall and 7-0 in the conference. Final thoughts from you today, Tim?
Complete win all the way around. Great defense, good ball movement, continuing to find a way to get it done, and just great effort all the way around. And as you mentioned, Rainey Kirkendall, great afternoon for her.
That's going to wrap it up from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. We will be with you Wednesday at 7 o'clock for the Trinity Valley men's game against Bossier Parish. Like I said, that will tip off at 7 p.m. We will be with you again for Lady Cardinal basketball a week from today at 2 o'clock in a huge contest here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym when the Lady Cardinals take on the Tyler Junior College Apache Ladies. For the entire Cardinal Sports Network team and Tim Howard, this is Benny Rogers bidding you good afternoon from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym.